I just graduated from medical school, and my new hospital has some very strange rules. There are places in this world that feel wrong before you even understand why. St. Francis Hospital in Charleston, West Virginia, was one of those places. I just didn't know it yet. 8 years of medical school left me broke, alone, and grateful for anything. So when St. Francis offered me a position, I packed what little I had and drove into the hills of Appalachia without looking back. 19 of us started together. 6 weeks later, only 6 remained. I like to think of myself as the rat that wouldn't drown. Our chief of medicine, Dr. Scrit, made that very clear on day 1. She looked us over like something she'd scraped off her shoe and told us she'd already placed bets on when each of us would break. Then she handed out a list of rules. 18 copies for 19 doctors. I was the one left without. I didn't think much of it, not yet. It took nearly a week before a classmate named Myron gave up his copy. I found him alone in an operating room at 3 in the morning. His back was to me, arms working furiously. Something felt wrong, but I couldn't say what. Then I saw the blood, drops of it, flying over his shoulder. I crept closer. 5 steps away, I finally saw what he was doing. Myron's abdomen was split open from sternum to pelvis. His own organs sat on the table beside him. He was cutting them apart with a scalpel, methodically, quietly. He wasn't screaming, he was sweating. When he finally noticed me, he smiled, slowly raised his head, locked eyes with mine. Then he stabbed a piece of his own stomach, lifted it to his mouth and lunged. His entrails caught the table edge. He fell. A doctor and a janitor arrived within seconds. They were not shocked. They subdued him in under a minute like it was routine. On the floor, soaking in the edge of a blood puddle, was Myron's list of rules. I took it. 3 hours later, in a janitor's closet, I read it under a bare bulb. 11 rules. Some strange, some clinical. One marked as by far the most important. Rule 11. If you see room 1913, do not look at the numbers. Do not open the door. That's when the closet door opened. Dr. Scrit stood there staring at the blood-stained paper in my hand. 5 seconds of silence that felt like drowning. Then she almost smiled. She told me Myron had broken the most important rule. Told me I'd done the unthinkable to survive. Then she told me to get back to work. I stood there shaking, genuinely believing for just one moment that I might actually make it here. I turned to walk back down the hall. Nothing looked familiar. I checked the rules again. Rule 6. My hands went cold. I looked up at the sign above me. St. Francis Hospital, Children's Burn Unit. Comment below if this has ever happened to you.